I am going to make you a promise right now. If you stick through to the end of this video and you follow the 2 exercises I'm going to show you, we're going to be doing some practical stuff today, okay? If you follow these 2 exercises I'm going to show you in this video today, you are going to finally have clarity, all the clarity that you've been looking for all this time, chasing multiple passions, doing multiple things. You never know what to focus on. You are in love with this thing today. You have a new idea tomorrow. You're jumping here and there and there. And to make it worse, you're good at all of these things. I'm about to solve that problem for you, okay, honey? So sit tight, grab a notepad and a pen because you're going to be taking notes. And also you're going to need tools like a pen and paper. I'm going to show you what to do with that shortly in this video. Today, I want to help you solve this problem of not ever knowing what to focus on, especially when you have too many things that you love and too many things and ideas that you want to invest your time in. I am a musician. I'm a rapper. I'm a writer. I'm a performer. I am a speaker. I'm a business coach. I'm an online business owner. I do so many different things, okay? I'm also a makeup artist as well. I'm a fashion designer. I do all the things that I think of doing. You know, I dabble in, and as soon as I start, I am so good at it, right? This is the thing, that I am so good at all of the things that I choose to do. And for some of you watching this video right now, that might be the same problem that you have. You have the problem of being so good at so many things. And now you are here where it's like, I don't know what I want to do. Here's the first thing that really changed the game for me. It was finding out about Ikigai. First, before we get into the conversation, I want to share with you a couple of things that I know now, things that I understand now about passion and interest and being, multi-talented. One, I believe that we all have one core passion. We all have that one thing that we were brought into this life to do. Like, if it wasn't us, nobody can do that. We are the only person on this planet at this time who can deliver on that gift that we have come into this life with. And I really believe that that is your ultimate reason for being. I believe that that is your core passion, your main passion, right? And if you can figure that out in this lifetime, then that is a life well lived, in my opinion. And having that one core passion doesn't stop you from having multiple interests. So you can have multiple interests, but none of those interests will create enough energy and power inside you like your core passion, okay? I have an expression that came to me in meditation, and it is, what is the greatest expression of love through your soul? This question came to me on my birthday night this year. I sat in meditation. I was upset because it was yet another birthday, and I felt like I was spiraling out of control, and I was doing too many things, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I went into meditation with my spirit, and I said, Spirit, please help me. Come through to me. I want to speak to my soul today. And I have come here just to get answers. I want answers. I want to know the direction, because it was really stressing me out that I was here, there, and everywhere, and I was doing so many things, but I wasn't doing anything. It always felt like I was doing a lot of things and I was always busy. But at the end of the day, I felt incomplete. And what's the point of being so busy, but, not being fulfilled? It did not make sense. And so as I sat in meditation and I began to really contemplate on all of these things, and I began to beg my soul to speak through me, I heard my spirit say to me, what is the greatest expression of love through your soul? What is the greatest?
What's the greatest expression of love through your soul? Yeah, take it in, think deep. Open up your heart until you're talking to your soul. You got answers to the things you wanna know. If it's trying to leave you, you gotta learn to let it go. Everything's in seasons, a time to reap, a time to sow. As above, so below. What you see is what you get. All your feelings are valid, now they're just showing you the way.
What is the greatest expression of love through your soul? What is the greatest expression of love? Look, that was so good. As soon as I heard it, as soon as it came to me, I received the answer. I knew what the greatest expression of love through my soul was. And the way I understand love as God. God is love. Love is all of it is love, and if God is love, that question could be, what is the greatest expression of God through your soul? What is the greatest expression of the limitlessness of this life through your soul? And I knew the answer for me, and perhaps by now you already have that popping in your heart, like, okay, I know what that is for me, because at that point you think about the highest thing, right? And so that one question really shifted a lot of things for me, and it helped me focus on my core. Number 2, Ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese concept that translates to your reason for being, the reason why you're in this life, the reason why you exist. And Ikigai is one thing. Okay, when you go through the process of understanding and uncovering your Ikigai, it's impossible for you to have 2 Ikigais. Your Ikigai is one thing. And when I went through the process of finding my Ikigai, I'm going to pop up a picture right here. So Ikigai is what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you are good at. The intersection between these 4 is your Ikigai. It's your reason for being. And when I played my Ikigai, the answer was very, very obvious what my Ikigai was. Now, knowing your Ikigai is going to help you choose what it is that is going to express that Ikigai in your life to the fullest. You know what I mean? So when you take a look at the Ikigai wheel, right, in the intersection between things like what you're good at and what the world needs, right? Or what you love and what the world needs. You're going to have things like your mission or your vocation, things that you just do for fun, you just do for play. Or between what you're good at and what you love, or what you can be paid for and what you love, you're going to have things like your profession, your career, and things like that, your business. But Ikigai is a combination of all of those 4. And so when you play this for yourself, you want to be very, very honest about what comes in. I have something even more comprehensive for you. Now, for me, the problem wasn't just that I was multi-talented, or I am multi-talented. The bigger problem was I am multi-talented, and whatever it is that I touch turns to gold. If I decided I'm going to learn a specific thing, I go all the way in and I master that thing and I'm good at it to the point where it begins to feel important because it's beginning to help people. And so this was the problem that I found myself getting into. I did everything from coaching to makeup to, performing, music, rap, poetry, all of these things. Until very recently, and I still feel like this might be too early to share this, because I am still going through the process, but I'm a few weeks in already and I can already feel the difference, the change, the glow in my face, the way I light up every morning because I know exactly what to focus on. Here's what you're going to do for me. In my hand right now, I have 16 squares or 16, squares. What you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper like that. You fold it in half and then you fold it again so that now we have 4, right? But if you fold that sheet of paper again, we're going to have 8. And if you cut this again, we're going to have 16 squares or rectangles or whatever. And so by the time you open that one sheet of A4 paper, this is what you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to get 16 boxes. I want you to cut that up with a pair of scissors or something. Cut this up, all right, so that you have 16. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with it. At the end of this exercise, you're going to have something written, or 4 things each written on the 16 cards, right? So I have 4 things here, 4 things here, 4 things here, okay? And let me show you what you're going to do. You're going to write for yourself a list of 4s. And I'm going to just open my journal here and pull mine out. I'll share mine with you as inspiration. By the time you are done with this exercise, baby, you're going to have clarity. This exercise is important because what it's going to do is it's going to help you focus. You're going to have clarity for what you should focus on perhaps this year or the next 5 years, okay? Because yes, you can do everything, but you cannot do everything at the same time, which is why you're watching this video. You're trying to figure out a way to focus, right? This is why you're here. And so that's what I'm going to give to you. So for me, the problem was I was just in my head with a lot of options and a lot of ideas, and I just couldn't focus, right? What this is going to do for you is it's going to streamline all those many ideas, and it's also going to show you that all those ideas and all those things that you want to do are so connected. Okay, when it is in your head, marinating in your head, it feels like it's a lot of different things. But when you play this game, you're going to realize that it's a lot of different things inside the same thing. Let me show you. So for me, I have 16 things, okay? 1, you're going to write 4 projects you would like to finish now. Projects. So for example, in my life, writing a book is a project, dropping an album is a project, things like that, right? What is a project? Something you want to create. These are my templates. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. I'm going to write it in the description now for you below. This is my template. You go with your soul, okay? Because this is your soul answering the question for you. You go with what comes from your heart. These are the 4 things that I thought about. So 4 projects you would like to finish now. 4 versions of yourself that you can be. 4 best versions of yourself you can be. 4 people you would like to help. 4 changes you would like to make in the world. 4 habits you would like to develop. 4 gifts you can give to the world. 4 things you do that really turns you on. 4 ways you can make your true self proud. If you think about your future self, what are 4 ways? What are 4 ways you can make your future self proud? 4 things you can do better than most people. 4 places you would like to travel to. 4 skills or hobbies you would like to learn. 4 ways you could make the world see you. 4 ways your life could end up. 4 charities you can involve yourself in. 4 things you can do that makes you money now. 4 things you would do if you had all the money in the world. I really think that my template is pretty legit. You can steal that template or you can create your own 4s, right? So by the time you're done, you're going to have 16 things and you're going to write all the 4 inside of that small sheet. You're not allowed to write something that is so long that you're going to need an extra sheet. There are no extra sheets, baby. So, when you write all the 4s, if you notice on these sheets, I have something highlighted with a highlighter pen. 1 thing, okay? So when you're done, you're going to look at all the sheets that you have and you're going to pick 1 thing out of all the 4. So 4 projects you like to finish now, you pick 1. 4 best versions of yourself that you can be, you pick 1. 4 changes you like to make in the world, you pick 1. 4 things you do that really turns you on, you pick 1. And by the time you're done picking each one, you're going to have 16 choices. The next step is to group these choices. So you're going to group them. You're going to look at the list and you're going to say, okay, this relates to this and this relates to that. So you're going to group them. So for example, 4 projects I would like to finish a new album. Okay. 4 gifts I can give the world. The gift of good music. That relates to the album. So I'm going to group that together. Let me see one more that relates. 4 things you do that turns you on. You have to pick the best on the list of 4. Creating and performing music. That again is another grouping. So by the time I was done with this, here's what I found out. By the time you're done, what you want to do is you want to select the cards that have been grouped into more than 2. So if you have a card that is just 1, it doesn't fly. If you have a card that is 2, that is correct. So you want to look at the cards that have been grouped and group them. So when I looked at my cards that have been grouped, I had 7 cards under music. I had 2 cards under travel. I had 2 cards under online business, and I had 2 cards under productivity. Every other thing was like 1 card. So what did that tell me? That told me 7 under music. That told me that my music was the most important for the next 5 years or for the next however long I decide. That is my most important, aspect. And of course, it makes sense because that's really what I love. That's my Ikigai. That's my passion, right? Travel is 2, online business is 2, productivity is 2. What does this mean? More energy has to be poured into my music. Less energy needs to go into my online business. It is still important, but I'm going to then focus in a different way. Travel popped up twice for me as well, like in a grouping. That means that I love to travel. I want to create freedom in my life. So I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that I'm traveling. You see what I mean? And by doing this now, you're going to have focus. You're going to have clarity. And when I did this exercise, baby, I'm telling you, it just made me realize that I was stressing for nothing. Here's something that you have to understand. Not everything that you are interested in needs to be done. Sometimes you just have that interest for, maybe sometime later in your life. And not everything that you're interested in can be done today or can be done right now in this time. And so you have to be very honest with yourself about what is most important, which is what this exercise is really going to help you do. Because on each card, you can only pick one thing. And as you keep on picking one thing and you begin to group the cards together, now you have puzzle pieces that are coming together nicely, and you can begin to see that all your thoughts are just variations of the same thing. Sometimes you also need to understand that just because you have interest in a lot of things doesn't mean that you have to do all of them. You are best at certain things, and it's important for you to focus in on areas where you are better than everybody else. And this is what this exercise is going to do for you, especially the questions, as you're going through the questions. And if you don't like mine, you can create your own questions, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that it has brought you a lot of value. I hope that you have learned something new. If you want to keep on learning from me, of course, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. And also check the description for resources, free ebooks, guides, classes, courses to help you on your journey, especially if you're just like me and you love creating content online, making money online, monetizing yourself as an artist or a creative. Make sure you check out the resources down below, especially my free guide, the monetization report. More than 2,000 people have gone through this guide and everybody loves it. Check it down below. It is free, and I'll see you in the next one. My name is Eva. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.